Bless up morning, bless up rising. You see this thing here? It's called Alcalado. Yesterday, my daughter, you remember she was coughing and she had a little fever, stuff like that. This is an old time remedy. From I'm a boy, my mom's had that whenever we're sick and we have a high fever, headache, sinus. You just get this, and just wet them down the chest and neck, make them smell it 3 times, rub it on the head. And when I first applied it on her, she says, Daddy, my head is not going. I said, just calm down a minute, calm down. She relaxed. In less than 10 minutes, she got up and said to me, Daddy, I'm fine. I'm feeling good. All praises unto the Most High. The knowledge is good. I didn't have to give her no Tylenol, no none of these things. I just gave her this. And she didn't even take it. I applied it on her body. I allowed her to smell it. And I put it on her. And here she is this morning on her phone. Rise up looking good. She doesn't have a problem. All praises. All praises unto the highest king. Knowledge is the key. You cannot run away actually from knowledge. When knowledge is abundant, you cannot run away from it. All praises unto the Most High people. All who is here as you're coming in, I appreciate you guys. As you're coming in, smash the like button. And make sure you send me out a comment. And share this video. Because once more time again, I have to stay on the path of righteousness. And I have to stay on the path of allowing the people to be aware of what is going around. And even those of you that know, and those of you that are pretending that you don't know, and those of you that does not know, none of you could not say, no one didn't tell us. Because I make it my business, my duty, to come on and to explain these things. All praises, people, all praises. We are going down the road. All right? We are going down the street. We have to go down the street. We have to be on the street to know what is going on. We have to intertwine with the people. So people. As you all know, I've been talking about semen retention. So I noticed that recently there's lots of commercials that saying that it is okay for a man to masturbate 2 to 3 times to 4 times a day, and they're encouraging people. Yeah, I'm telling you, these demons are wicked, man. These demons are out there. They themselves are listening too. Every time I make a laugh, and they know what they are trying to influence the people to do, and they hear what the BlackStar is telling the people not to do. So they turn around and they tell the people, go ahead, it's going to save your life. Now, we know this is a bag of nonsense. We know this is a bag of nastiness. They're telling the people if they masturbate, they could get 20 years of whatever, of youth and all of that. This to show you how these people are so contaminated. These people are so corrupt. They will influence people now to masturbate. Okay? And there's a lot of people say, what? It could save my life? I better start right now. Let me see if I could bring 20 years, you damn fool. How could you rejuvenate 20 years when actually you won't drain your body more? Now, no one say sex is bad. No one telling you intercourse is bad. Intercourse actually is good for you. Only on the contrary, when you know and you having you call it a protective and blessed and a person that you really wants to share this energy with. This energy is not just like you want to give it to everybody. Of course, if you have your mate and you have your wife, and of course, as much as you could satisfy her and she could satisfy you, and it's not around and she's well nurturing you and feeding you After all that work, she knows that she gotta go make some sea moss for you. She knows that she gotta prepare a proper meal for you to allow you to get your energy and your strength back. Man, you can't walk into a supermarket and find a bottle of discharge on the shelf. You cannot. No, like I said, this thing is potent, man. This is coming out from the pineal gland in the head. Okay, so you got the pineal gland, the pineal gland, and this takes a lot. So when brothers don't recognize that, and much less you're not eating appropriate, you're not eating right, and then now you take up sex as a hobby, man. Of course, the same way they tell you, it rejuvenate you or it will kill you. 'Cause you could stress your heart out, man. You remember you're draining your pineal gland out, your pineal gland out. You draining that out. All the resources, the iron, the zinc, and all of that, you draining that out of you. So do not listen to these demons that tells you, oh yeah, go ahead and do as much masturbation as you want. It's gonna rejuvenate you. These guys know it's a sin because they know, yo, that's your life. If it's that easy for you to throw your whole life, Richard, down the drain like that, you never see a piece of concrete told you that it was pregnant. The bedsheet don't tell you it's pregnant. The rag that you take to wipe your nasty hands, whatever you do, never come tell you, oh, I'm 6 months pregnant, 3 months pregnant. No, you wasting time in life. You keep jerking all your life, boy. You be a jerk in life. You try to be an old man when they ask you, you used to be big and strong, how comes you ain't got no children? Just let them know you was jerking. Just tell them I'm a king jerker and I jerk all my life and all my children. I throw it on the bed sheet and I throw it down on the on the floor and on the concrete and in the sink in the toilet. Yeah, go ahead with that. Don't get envy when you see my children and my grandchildren and you ain't got nobody you talking about or could you adopt. Oh, it's not gonna work. So these demons are coming and telling y'all guys, oh, go ahead, you can masturbate, masturbate, masturbate. And a lot of people are jumping and they jumping on the bandwagon and they be like, oh, yeah, you telling me something good. That person, these people that tell you, they're a bunch of demons. Because like I said, if you respect yourself and a grown man, that's perverted. Trust me, because you stop playing with yourself every day, you're gonna be a suspect. Trust me, because guess what? You're not getting satisfied. You're not getting no pleasure. You think you're getting pleasure, but you're always in the same thing. You're always doing the same jerking, the same masturbation. You're doing that every day. It's because you cannot fulfill your desire. You can't your pleasure. You can't, and you figure that you becomes a perverted person. You're gonna look for somebody to rape sooner or later. You're gonna be spying on people. Out of my fact, you're gonna become a peeping tom. You are one of those who look in the hole and play with yourself. You see, because now you come to the point you don't have the capability to step to the sister and or step to the individual, the woman, and you find yourself you rather be peeping in a hole, in a keyhole, in any type of hole, while you are touching up yourself and you're releasing on yourself, and you believe that's pleasurable. That's sin. That's a sin, bro. That's just wickedness. Grown man like you in your house and you don't find nothing to do. You pull your trousers down. You start playing with yourself. Then somebody comes to your house. That's why I don't eat from people. Yeah, their hands always nasty. Their hands always nasty. Cause I mean, the things you used to do as a child, man. We all grow as young men. We do these things, but when you grow to become a grown man, you understand yourself. You understand how to withhold, withdraw yourself, and maintain yourself. You don't continue doing little childish stuff. When most children, when they're small, they're playing the dirt, they're playing their nose, they eat their burger, they eat they cold, they do a lot of little nasty things. But you just see a grown person doing that now. How would you look at that grown person? You try to see so-called people on the train taking burgers out of their nose and eating it. That's totally nasty. But that's things that you hang on to from a child and you don't want to let go. You still have these type of childish ways about you. You going to hell because you know you're not a child. You going to hell. I mean, when you're a child, you do childish things. When you become a man, you do things that
Oh, Sean Harris said they call me Red here in Indianapolis too.
Bless. I just see that, my brother. I just see that. Blessed man. Keep the name, man, and work with the name, man. Let them see your power, man, and share that love, good over evil, man. Educate. I said, bro, we all from all ends of the earth. We gonna get up and we ain't gonna say, oh, we not gonna talk about this because we're not getting paid for this. Oh, I'm not gonna talk about it because that doesn't give me no views. I'm not gonna talk about that. No, I don't care if views or not. I will touch base with it because it's what's happening every day. This is what the media is putting out there for us every day, telling grown men and young girls to masturbate. That's some demonic stuff. And people are accepting it. People love it. And this is how they mislead the people. The same ones who say they're there to fight rights and justice and make things better. They do a lot of things in our head to create confusion to the people, man. Because you can't tell people to masturbate. What is this? Most guys who masturbate are very perverted. They watch women and little children because they don't have the ability to talk to a woman. There's a lot of men that cannot step to a grown woman. They have no lyrics. They ain't got no flavor. And that's where they want to take it by force. They want to take it by force. They want to knock out and take rape. See that same masturbation, bro. This is sinful, bro. This is a sin. This is a sin. A grown man sitting there playing with himself. That you gotta be perverted, man. You know. There's certain things I will not make excuses for, and this society is making excuses for grown men and young boys and young children to play with themselves. You you just creating that person to get addicted to sin. You're going to create that person now every minute of the day. This person is playing with themselves. And I'll tell you this, a lot of people believe that that's the way that goes. Bro, you gotta watch this sex thing, bro, because this is what gives you arthritis when you drain your body out, bro. A drained body that, is like there's land, but the land is not fertile, bro. A lot of man is like dry turf that none ain't growing there. It's dirt there, but it's bad dirt. It's no good. Nothing can grow. Nothing. Because all the minerals, the richness of that soil right there, it's gone. It's dirt, but dirt without a purpose. Don't be a man without a purpose. You listen to this demon standing to go beat your meat. Go beat your meat. And if you'll get 20 years younger, are you done? And a lot of y'all is racing to run to the bathroom. Or some of y'all, if y'all used to do it, then y'all stop now this commercial stuff. Y'all go back and jump right at it. Oh yes, you heard what the doctor said? He said, yeah, it's good for me. Now yo, Mike, did you beat your meat? I'll do it today Thursday. Yeah, I'm going 3 times. Demonic. Demonic ways, bro. You gotta watch them, the things that child did to hurt us. You feeling me? And we have women that will ask their man, oh, yo, man, let me see you do that first. Yeah, that turned me on. Let me see you do that. The nastiness. The nastiness. So it's all things that really doesn't really add up to us. They're bringing to us. Always on the media, the news, the television, always giving us the wrong concepts. Do this, do that, do this. That's good for you. They would never really come on and really show the people what's really good for them. They will not. Why would you not put something around that could tell a brother, hey, yo, man, if you're feeling that, you feeling pain on the left side of your heart or your chest, just know that you're about to catch a stroke and you could do this, you could do that, third. But you're telling people to go masturbate. You're influencing people to masturbate like you influence people to do all the things that is actually no good. You tell them, go ahead and do it. You tell them, go ahead, worship this, serve this, do that, do this. You're playing an evil game here, bro. A lot of y'all going straight to hell, man. Why? Because y'all cannot wait for these demons to put out send out the signals out there so y'all could follow you. So y'all can't even make decisions on yourself. Y'all just waiting for the media or some type of broadcast to tell y'all, go ahead and kill yourself. And you ready to do it. You would not go on your own and do it. You waiting for them to tell you to do it. That you're stunned by. Stunned by to this to break down, mash you up. And I really got to talk about these things. So once again, people, this is a subject that I wanted to speak about, touch before I go further within my topic this morning. But this is what I see. This is what the trend. Again, it's the trend that everybody's waiting for the trend so they could follow the trend. So the trend now is masturbation, and we sooner or later, year 2022, masturbation becomes the trend right now. So everybody gonna have to come create their platform and talk about masturbation and talk about who masturbate how many times per day and who is the professional masturbator. And yeah, and then they're gonna have a whole lot of people down now, yeah, bro. How long you started? Oh, 2022. I started in April, man. The ending of April, man. That's when I first started, man. Man, oh, bro. Right now I'm up in there like I'm at 400 and something times. Yeah, this gonna be the demonic thing. So a lot of brothers gonna be walking with a lot of sticky hands, crazy glue hand, nasty stinky hand, you know, and this is the new thing. Everybody every year, every 2 year, whatever it is, everybody looking for a trend so they could actually feed off to send out here. There's always there's good trend and bad trend. Don't get me wrong. They're good and bad and everything. So there are people that's out here that could see, okay, what could I do to see if I could be the one to have how much people follow me with my nonsense. I'm not gonna be one of these. There are good things that I see, and uh, I give 2 thumbs up. Yeah, but there are certain other things that I see. I don't even try to look. I just shut it off. Shut it off. So I touch base with that, and I really want to talk about that because I've been seeing that popping a lot. I've been seeing that coming on a lot, and they're talking about it give 20 years, make you look 20 years younger, and all of that. And I see a lot of my people falling head over heels, talking about, oh yeah, and guys, man, guys. You see, sooner or later, bro. Remember we spoke about the sensors being there and the face images and all of that, facial structure, facial images, knowing what you does, what you partake in. So, when you go to the store now, you gotta leave your phone number. I don't know if they're tracking how much things that you buy or whatever it is. But you're actually voluntarily telling the people what you're doing. Voluntarily. Telling them all your dirty habits and dirty secrets. So now when they ask the sensors that could detect you, okay, let's say you did some little crazy stuff, and here they have you pop up on the news instantly because they have the facial recognition to recognize you. So let's say you do something in Midtown Manhattan, you run in a crowd, and they got all these satellites on you looking for that facial image, and then they get you. As soon as they get you and that pops up, it's gonna reveal everything about you. If you ever been to prison, how many times you been to prison, was you a child molester, dirty habits, all what you do, because they're gonna expose you. Then they're gonna get the idea to murder you on the spot, because now they're giving all the information. You're a reckless person, you're attempted for murder, you have been in prison 6-7 times for this, for that, you're dangerous to society. And now they have the facial recognition. So when you do your crime and they're ready, that computer is not everything computer. Either ready to pick you up, DNA and things are ready in there, because all these things are gonna be stored within the computer itself. This is no really man going and fingerprinting you, doing all that no more. This is computer running that. Your DNA, name, last name, first name, whatever, where you born, who's your mother, who's your parents, whatever you ever do. If you have a car, a bicycle, if you have a dog, a cat, if you have a fly in the house and it's a pet, they know. They're gonna know. So now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? So don't believe that all these things that you see coming, these inventions and this technology, it's really to help you out. No, it's to help them 100% upon you. Okay? And if your name is John Brown, like I'm the Red Shot BlackStar. Every day I'm coming to talk to you all guys. They know about me because they're gonna give me offers. They're gonna tell me, listen, Red, you need to stop talking this thing you're talking about here, boy. Listen, we have an offer for you. We're gonna make a program, set up a program for you. We're gonna put you over here. We want you to be in control of that. Just try to get me off my destiny, my track, whatever, so I could fulfill their needs. If I don't accept that after a while, who knows? They might have another red already they made. The guy look just like me, same tie head, same form of face, speak the same way like me, same thing. And then they just eradicate me. And this red, you see this red end up in doing some other things and people wondering, but hold up a minute. And that's a guy who's talking about good over evil. You see what that guy doing now? What happened to this guy? What happened to this guy? Man, you know what at people. You know it's a red shot black star, and I'm talking reality, bro. You know what I noticed? I noticed when in America, like the presidents and the people that's running for presidency, you know before they get elected, before they actually becomes your president, I need your guys to look at them when they're normal. Or you look at them when they're normal, like when they have not become presidents yet. Look at them. And then look at them after they becomes president. After they becomes president and whilst they're president, during the time they're president. I want your guys to look at them and tell me if they're the same. Tell me if they act the same, if they speak the same, if they like they look, but their attitude, their speech, their movements is different. It's different. Sometimes I don't know. I see it like they're possessed. That's how I see it sometimes. Cause I watch Biden. Now I don't know. I'm not saying nothing. It's our president anyway. It's America president. So I'm not gonna be disrespectful. But I've been watching Biden though. So I don't know if Biden has like medical issues, like I don't know if he have Alzheimer's or I don't know what he got, but I know before Biden get into the White House, before he was a president, that man was more focused, like talks better. He had more of a personality. And sometimes now I'll be listening to Biden. I'm trying to figure it out. It's be difficult sometimes. It's real difficult. You know, he said some strange things. He said a lot of weird things, man. I'll be like, whoa. You know, we was watching Trump. Trump used to say some of those things too, but this guy had, I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I think the brother doesn't have his own capability. It's like, is he possessed or someone forcing him to talk or someone took something take over his body or something? I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know. Like I said, if the man is on prescription medication, I don't know. But I just know there's a difference from him before he was president and now he's president. There's two different individuals right here. And it's not only him, but past presidents I have observed that when they're running to become presidents and when they're not presidents as yet, I see how they flow, their attitude and all that, and then after they become presidents, a lot of them, you start seeing it more frequently in the into the new presidents that we are having right now, and Biden is the one that's showing it the most. Again, like I said, I'm not here to judge nobody. I don't know again if he has some type of medical issues or if he's on a high medication that when he takes it has him to be kind of doozy a little bit. It could be, I don't know. But like I'm saying, if everybody's watching our president like in the same way that I'm watching him, tell me if I'm bugging out or if I'm hallucinating or tell me the truth. Red, you know what, you're right. Let me know. Again, once again, I respect the man. You know, I'm uh, I respect the man. I'm not gonna sit there and try to make fun of our president. I'm not gonna do that. There's sometimes you gotta respect your leaders. Even in the scripture, it says respect your leaders. I'm not gonna try to disrespect anybody. He's there. They put him there. He's here until his time comes for him to go. He's gonna go. And I always say we know about the one that's here. We don't know about the ones that's coming. So once again, I'm not a politician. I'm not taking sides here, but I'm just saying, like any normal citizen or any normal person that could kick back and look into what's going on and could see there is a slight difference with the attitude when they are running to be and when they are, there's a difference. So I don't know if it's sitting in the White House, if it's the White House chair. I don't know if they must paint the White House black. I mean, I've been hearing the White House. Why don't they just paint it black and call it a black house? Let's see how it goes. It's been a White House too long. So I think right now they're always doing repairs and modeling and all of that. So one of the things I would like them to do to that White House is let's just change the White House to be a black house. you know, let's try the black. I mean, it's been white for a very long time now. It's been the White House, the White House, the White House, the White House. I mean, they have lots of other colors apart from white. So we could just go ahead and let's do black. The black house. Or the red house. The house. It don't have to stay one color. What will change if they painted red? I mean, this country has been shaped up in blood. It's not like they don't know blood. They don't know red. It's not like they don't know blacks. When blacks has built this country upon upon my copper skin people has paved a way in this country right here, has worked, died, slaved, murdered, tortured, went through the abyss of all type of low, shameful murder style that some of us, our bodies are still into under certain buildings, and our bodies is still in certain places where no one don't even know where we were. We was not considered called for, but we were there. We were there building and building the schools and the churches and the place of worship and the cities and the bridges, the tunnels. We were there. We were right there. We died doing it. A lot of the work that nobody never really wanted to do, the suicide work, we did it. A lot of us died. Our blood spilled right there. So of course, of our sweat and our blood, America was built upon our sweat and our blood. But when I say paint the White House black, people I say, yo, Red, are you crazy? Why you can't paint it black if majority of us that was working for free, I think you could donate something for us. You could let them know where black people died. Right here, I was telling y'all guys about the Buffalo soldiers. They had a whole bunch of black brothers there, and they just had them, and they didn't want them to fight them. The whites was going out, the pale skins was going out, and they were dropping like flies. They couldn't take over that piece of island or that piece of turf right there. And when the brothers came along, they was the ones who gave. I think they have a monument about that stuff in the downtown Brooklyn or some part. A couple black brothers is holding up the flag, putting up the flag there. So we have paved the way when people are talking about, or go back to Africa, or go back to your country, or go back to where you from. Man, we don't have to go back nowhere, bro. We have rights just like we have one of the more rights more than anybody else, because we was the ones who was actually rising up and fighting against our masters. We was the ones that wouldn't accept that type of life. There was a lot of them who wanted to accept the life and didn't care about the master. If master, like I said before, if master wasn't feeling good, he ain't feeling good too. If master sick, me sick too, master. Master house burning and he talking about master. uh, Our house burning. This is not your house, you fool. But he say it's his house. But on the real, a lot of us are that is here and from there and everywhere has paved the path right here in this new world in America, in the new land. And we have paved the path for a lot of us, pay the price, and that was never nice on earth, and we have never get anything for that. And if they paint the White House black, it's how you call it, a stupid, how you call it, a stupid.
But
When you do something for somebody, like on a general,
um,
it's a name for it, bro. See, I'm saying the White House is black. The White House is white. I've been saying the White House white. We all saying the White House white. And when we gotta watch our history upon the things that we have done for in this country here to help to build it, to help to build it, to help to strengthen it, to help it even today to be what it is. We as copper skinned people has played a mighty role in securing this place called America. This place called America, new land, it actually nurtured itself upon the copper skinned people, the natives, which was us, the copper skinned people, which is us, the indigenous people, which is us. I mean, we has actually paid a big price, and we didn't get nothing for it. So if Red said paint the White House black, people shouldn't get black mad. You shouldn't get mad. You should be happy you got somebody here defending us on the contrary that we did enough. What's wrong with having a black house? What you believe? You're not gonna find it in the night? Huh? It's gonna be too dark, you ain't gonna be able to see? Huh? Or you scared of it in the nighttime because it's black? No, let's paint it black. I just want one president to come and say, listen, I'm tired of this White House. Let's just put it black. Let's just, because if white is purity, then I don't believe that. If white's supposed to be angelic and purity, there's a lot of corruption going on inside of the house. So paint it black for a change. Just put it black. Because the Redshot BlackStar says so. It's a curse if you put it black. I don't know, it's been white. I know why it's white. White power. That's what it is. White power. White supremacy. That's what it is. But if a black man was never to sit in there, a copper skinned man was never to sit in there, well, not once, twice, a black sitting there. So I think it's about time if it was not for no blacks to sit in there, copper skinned people to sit in there, and that's why the reason they call it a White House. But since now two blacks have sat passed through there, you should call it a black house. Maybe things will be better. Maybe things will change. Maybe now the people that practice racism, they have to go to the Capitol, to the Black House. They'll stop humbugging black folks. Yeah, they will stop, like some of them that like to call the cops on us.
harassment.
Yeah, harassment. Every time they see us, they call the police. They see we going in an expensive place. They say, oh, he can't go in there. He's black. Call the cops. So let's make it a black house. And these are the things that touch people as you'll come and smash the like button, share the video. You know what I mean? These are the things I really touch with your guys and things that people will not analyze. But yeah, black house, man. It's about time. Racial blacks that say that. So let's move on. So yesterday I talked about black women and black men, but we ain't done. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue. You make the baby's born. We're gonna continue. Yeah. We're gonna continue. We're gonna take it to another level now. What is your value? Black man, what is your value? Black woman, what is your value? What do you value? Because we live in a society that talks about value, right? Car. If the car is not expensive and it's not a name brand, you don't want to go in it. If your pocketbook is not a name brand, you don't want to wear it. If your clothes is not a name brand, you don't want to wear it. Shoes is not a name brand, you don't want to wear it. The same weave, now the weave is name. Okay? So what is the value? What is the black man's value? What is the copper skin man's value? What is the copper skin woman's value? Right here in this mud. Because so far they're talking about value, right? So do you think a black woman value $500? Do you think she value $1,000? Black woman, tell me what you value. Let me know what is your value. You know why you will see a value? Because you are materialistic. And you will put a number upon yourself. Man, I cannot be bought. Simple. The BlackStar cannot be bought. Money can't buy me. So a lot of y'all have a value. That's why there's a number that could break you. That's why when you're going to these places, they just got to give you the right number. Cut out the right check. Cut out the right check. And you will see your value right there. And you think of value, son, you ain't value nothing. You just sold yourself. So I want to know the black man that, what is your value? By you walking with your pants and your butt sagging out, this is your value? This is what you worth? To walk with a Louis Vuitton $300 shoes, $400 shoes, $1,000 pants, $2,000 belt, and your butt is hanging out of these things. Well, you buy that expensive stuff and it can't cover your butt. It's not expensive enough to cover your butt. So where is your value? No value at all. Where is the black woman's value? The copper skin woman's value? She values herself to go to the club to shake her butt to make $800. And tell you, man, where do you work to make $800? I can make $800 in 2 hours. I can make $2,000 in 2 hours to shake my butt. And she watched herself as valuable, not even seeing her sluttish ways. That's not value. That's not value. That's not no value at all. People that right now in this time does not know what is value, bro. You know what your value? Your value is you. How you will not break down you for money? Why would you not, you're not going to do certain things that's going to degrade you? Like there are a lot of people in Hollywood, men or women, that has done a bunch of vulnerable things because a check was cut for them for the value. And that check, they wrote for them and they accepted for the value of what they're going to bring forth. After they did what they did, they had no more etiquette left. They had no more value. That word value was, it becomes expired. They expired. It went straight out the window. Because now someone owns you. Someone paid you to degrade you. Your value, they pay you for your value. And if you believe that your value was $12,000, your value was $18,000, see how quick your $18,000 finish for your value, and you becomes a nobody. And that's what happened to a lot of them in Hollywood. When these checks was cutting out for them to play certain roles that will break down their morals, that will break down who they are. Someone knew that, and someone sat there and said, I guarantee you give him 30 million, 30,000, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. She's not going to turn it down. She's not going to turn it down. After we get her, we pay her for her value, we own her. Because without us, she ain't got no value. We just bought her value. We got our value in our hands. And we could either break him or break her. We own her. So now they got to do what we say. And we got stars where they shoot up, they shoot down. That's why a lot of them, you see them in Beverly Hills and Hollywood. You can't find them. Where they at? Why they not making no more movies no more? Because the value, because depreciate, it declares. After the ones who bought them, after a while, there was nothing else. They becomes disposable. Move to the next. So a lot of these black folks, my sisters and brothers, where is your value? Because I see you walk with your butt out. And some men, they heavy and they choose to they pull their pants down under their butt cheeks and have the big kick out. Have other men looking at them and acting like females. Where's your value? Where's your value, black woman? When you come outside naked with your little daughter, holding your daughter's hands, where's your value? Is you have no value? Or what you think that is valuable is not? What you think is valuable is not. So we gotta watch us. Stop watching the other people. Let's watch us. Let's bring back our value. Let the black woman bring back her value. Let's bring back the grandmother back in the neighborhood. Let's bring back the good neighbor in the neighborhood. Let's bring back the good watchman or the watchwoman or the watchman who watches over in the neighborhood, who knows and sees what's going on in the neighborhood. That could be able to tell, hey, get away from that child. Let's bring that back in the neighborhood. That will build us. But no, we are here de-appreciating ourselves, selling ourselves short for vanity. That's like you got a house in the community, you sell your house to go rent. A lot of people who own houses like back in the 90s, I saw a lot of things was changing and I was telling people in the 90s. That was before Flatbush started looking like how it looking. The first thing I noticed from in the 90s, it started in the 90s, and I told people that it was getting a problem for single mothers to get apartments on the first or second floor. So if you went and looked for an apartment anywhere in New York City and you was a single parent and you had children, they would not rent you the first and second floor. They wouldn't. Okay. They would rent the top floor. I started watching the things that they was doing. I remember during that same time with the HIV epidemic, when that came down, there were people, that time people was paying rent. You're gonna pay $700, $800, $900. You're gonna have a 2-bedroom paying $900. Okay, and I sat there and I saw something was happening. You sick too? All right, I gotta get you. That's my son. That's the shot boss now. He get up there this morning with a cough. So when I finish here, I'm gonna rub some of that on him and some Vicks and over him. and I was watching it, and I noticed a lot of places that had people that was living in certain apartments for about 20 years, 30 years, 40 years that was living there, and they had the rent control. There were people that had 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom apartment and was paying like five something, six something during that time. And I see how the government came around and flushed these people out from these apartments. What they started doing was when the AIDS program came on, HIV program, there was people like Kimber, there was a lot of other people that had this HIV organization thing was going on where the city was funding for people that had HIV, and they would in the same apartment. That time I used to live in the castle, uh, in Flatbush, and they would have people living there for a long time. Like I said, they had the rent control and they had the programs, and at that time, these Jewish people, these landlords, slumlords, who had these buildings, who at that time they was always thinking, Jewish people always think how the way they're gonna make more money, how they gonna make more money, how they gonna make more money. So what they started doing was first they started accepting these programs that was coming from the city that was for people that was HIV, and or what they would do is they would pay a double or a triplet rent for you. So if you was paying 800 five something for your rent, the city would be willing to pay 3 times 5, that's 15, or whatever you was paying, they would double it up or quadruple it up for these people. So and then they will come up with new cabinets and everything in these apartments and set up good. So the city, these Jewish people get to know that it wasn't a problem to get the rent from the state. The state, they a lot of them have signed up for these programs. So now what the city was doing now with these Jewish people, like they got the list welfare, whatever they call it. They got the list, and they started flooding a lot of people. They started causing a lot of problems. Now, guys, I need you all to listen to this. I observed this in the 90s, early 90s early 90s, 2000. I saw what took place in the borough, Flatbush Borough, Kingsborough, Flatbush Borough. I saw what took place not only there but in Brooklyn. I saw what took place, and I could relate to what took place, guys. And listen to me good. And this is one thing that I say the black side is different. Go ahead and smash the like button, share the video, and it's real talk with the black star, man. Do not forget the new channel, man. Red's Bus of Sweat TV. Be a subscriber. So I saw this happen. So the city had this thing going on. So now they set up with the landlords, which it was, if it was Section 8 or whatever it was, or whatever program that the city set up a package. So now the city has these brokers that comes and checks these apartments. Now, what they didn't tell us was there was flooding these regular like Vanderveer, the castles and projects, what you call projects. You know, the city started flooding these places with people that had full-blown AIDS, HIV, who started to flood these places. Now, they were sending these people amongst people that was regular people. So there were the people that was infected that wasn't looking bad. They were still looking good. Girls, men, looking good. They're HIV, but you can't tell. And they would send them into these communities, and they would mingle and affiliate it with the people that was living there. So by the time you get to find out that that person was from the city and there was HIV, oh, you was already infested. And this is why I say licky business no good, because sometimes you see somebody on the outside looking all fine. You don't know how the person is on the inside. So when the government started doing that and these Jewish people start taking these vouchers for apartments in all into Brooklyn, all over Brooklyn, through the 5 boroughs, people wasn't moving into people place. The government was even renting. If you had a private house, the government would send these people and tell you how much they're paying, but what they would not tell you that these people are HIV. So if you was a nasty landlord and you was renting for the female, and you might see her there with a child, and you was a nasty landlord, you start sleeping with her, not knowing you sleeping with someone that was came from the city with HIV. So they make sure that was the first move. So they start flooding everywhere, Brownsville, everywhere. that had projects and people. So people moving, and you know how brothers is. Summertime, people drink, people look fine, they smoke, they get lifted, they crush, yeah, they crush, smash, they smash, yeah, and it will move by if they did that. If they met that person in the summer, all summer they was chilling with this person. By the coming winter, the people, those that people that had the full blown AIDS, which was the 90-day joint that was killing you in 90 days. So if that person was full, was of AZT, and I'm talking about during the time of AZT when AZT changed to whatever that if you didn't take your medication, what would be happening to you? So they flood all these areas and infested more people that was didn't have no AIDS, no nothing. They infest a whole lot of people. There were people that were married. I don't want to get into people, but something broke out in the castle where there was people was throwing parties every week. There were Haitian people, and Haitian people like to throw. They like to throw parties, man. They love party. They love party. They have the baba hooch, baba cooch rum. They like this stuff. But I remember in that place they had one particular brother that was full blown age, bro. And this brother was sending bashments every Friday, every weekend, parties to parties, inviting everybody, buying drinks, everybody getting drunk. And nobody never knew the man was sleeping with everybody, bro. It's just a lot of people. After people start getting sick instantly, bro. People started dying, bro. People didn't know, and people went crazy. I saw that happen in the castle. I saw that happen in certain in Vanderveer, where people died because of carelessness, because the city set them up. The city set them up there. I mean, pay the rent and pay the stuff for them and had them there, sending them there. And nobody didn't know these people were sick people. And these people spread AIDS, bro. They spread this thing like it was an epidemic, but they just spread it, bro. Spread it. I see a lot of people die, man. I had friends that died, and a lot of people died because there were people that the city sent in the community. And I'm not talking about one person. It was a program during that time. Well, that's why I hate the word program and process. The city looked to target, like in Bronxville, there's a lot of projects, right? And let's say there's a bunch of people living in Bronxville that they consider low lives. They consider as menace for society. And they always trying to figure out how they could eradicate people, how they could kill people, right? So there's a group of people and they're watching, okay, if we could get the landlords who own these projects, these buildings in Bronxville to rent where we could pay. If rent right now for a one bedroom apartment is almost like 1,100. So now, or 1,200. So now the city say, okay, we pay, we pay 3,300. We're paying 3,300 for this person. Now you as the landlord, remember, you was just getting $1,100 for this one bedroom apartment. Here is the state telling you, bro, we paying you. You got a voucher here. We paying you $3,000, 3,300 for this person, and one you gonna take it. Then they tell you to keep your mouth shut. You ain't gonna say who moving inside of your apartment. It's like a regular person. Now they did that. Let's say there's there's 1,000 people living in the projects. Okay, and you want to look to out of 1,000 people, you evicting people because the key thing you want to raise your rent. So you have people that is living there for years not paying much money. You want to get them out. You trying to do it. You and them going to trying to get them out. And these people know how to scam. They know how to make fake receipts. They know how to make you look like you're always owing. Even where I live right now, my rent is paid for. We paid our rent, but they always send a letter, which we know we don't owe the rent, but there's always something telling you you owe some rent. And you know when you go down there, you talking to them, they're all looking at you and say, no, you good, you don't owe the rent, don't worry about that. That's just something that we send to let you know that, yeah, uh-huh. But if you don't keep a check on that, that becomes something you owe. I tell you this, people absent tells me I owe $260 something dollars. Now guys, I never had no one to do no commercials for me, promote anything for me. I did that with Facebook one time, about 4 times. Facebook had $1 a day. I try $1 there. I did it for 5 days, where they run your stuff and send one to people to your stuff. I never did it for a month. I never did it for 2 months. They try last year and tell me, oh, I owe them money. I said, no, I don't owe y'all none because y'all don't do none for nothing. For y'all to do anything for me, I have to pay in advance. So, okay, they discard that. This year right now, I ain't do none of that. This year now they call me and tell me, I see send a text saying I owe $260 something dollars. I asked for what? Oh, they run. I said, which ads? I asked you to run no ads. You all don't run ads for free. You always get paid in advance. Why would you run ads for me for free? Why would you run ads for me for 3 months? Show me where you was running that ad. Where at? Because I can't see. Where you was running ads for me. I never know. It's not me. So I send them a text and now I waiting to get with them. But the key thing I'm saying to your people is tricks and trades. The value of us as a people. The value of us as a people. We gotta stop breaking ourselves. Stop putting ourselves short. So the black woman, like I said, I had the topic yesterday, speaking about the love of the black man and the love of the black woman to the black man, and why women always believe that men owe them something, and why women always believe that they don't have to do anything for a man because they got what it takes. They got the breasts, they got the private parts, so they ain't got to do nothing for us. So why is it that they always think like that? It's a colonial system make them think like that. A beautiful woman and a great woman will not do such, but she will love her mate, she will work with her mate, and there's no part that she wants to be the man. She'll always know that she's the woman and never try to play the role of a man because she's not a man. We have women want to play the role of a man today and want to dominate the man. So if you want to take my position, what position do you leave for me as a man? If you want to play my role as a man, you were telling me you want me to play the role as a woman. So it's not gonna work. So the women of today, man, they're just out of the zone, out of out of men and women of today. It's just really out of the zone because, like I said, everybody playing a part. It's a make believe stuff, and they're only doing it because of the wealth. They're only doing it because of what you have, okay? And they will more indulge into negative things. A good a man of this world will not want a real queen. A woman of this material world not gonna want a real man. You think a woman want a man that know how to till the soil? It takes a queen to know the value of this man. He knows how to till the soil. You think a woman want a guy that spend time planting stuff in the dirt? No, she want a guy with fingernails as long as hers, and that will do what she tells him. So we gotta watch about the make believe man and the original man. The original man will not allow the woman to control him, but he will allow the woman affection that is true to his creation to guide him, not dominating him, not predict telling him what no woman don't have to tell a man what to do, even though she's the advisor and a comforter, because by the man being a man and knowing his purpose, you always would know what to do. So I see these women are dumb. They like the guy with the gold chain around his neck. But if you had to take that same guy and tell him to dig for gold, he couldn't dig for gold. You tell his hands is hurting him, and he don't know how to hold a pickaxe, and he got blisters in his hands, and that take too long. But he wants to wear the gold. He wants to wear the diamond. So the women of today, they are lost because even the man, the child is sick, they can't take care of the child. The child is cold, they don't know what to do. They are waiting for the European doctors. So why would these women are dumb? They are like the 7 foolish women. They have no oil in their lumps. Okay? They see the oil in their lump is about to be done. And instead they prepare themselves to go get more oil before the coming of the night. They sit there and gossip and waste time. The stupid women. The woman always talking about herself, her body, her looks, how she good in bed. That's about it. That's it. What do you have? What more do you have apart from sleeping and going to bed? Laying in bed, resting your boobs on me, having a big butt and a smile. That's it. And I'm supposed to praise you. I'm supposed to kiss your foot bottom. What you doing for me? Not even when after a good time between we are creating, you thinking to go make me something pleasant that could strengthen me so I could deal with your case in a little bit. You like to drain me out. Women gotta learn that's not the way. That's the way of the colonial system. That's the way saying I don't have to do nothing for you, but you the man, you gotta do everything. That's a lie. We gotta do for each other. And if you don't want to do for me, you should go about your business. Because I see these women, they call them gold diggers. They're always looking for something and flooding around with their nasty self. See how many, that's what it is. So women respect yourself, men will respect y'all. But if you have this and that, so you could gain that, you will never get respect. You will never know what it is to be a real woman. There are women that can't even wash their own foot. That means if the Chinese woman wasn't there to do their nails, their foot would be stink. Now everybody could have stink foot because sometimes you got a sock, whatever. You got toxin in your foot could cause your foot to smell, but you take care of that. You take care of that. You're a person. You're alive. You eating things. You got defecate. You have all type of stuff coming out of you. Cold, all that coming out of you. Of course, things gotta come out of your pores. But these women that want men, are they really women or they little nasty little low life? Because the same thing you're doing in the bed here tonight, you're going to do it next week in another bed. And week after in another bed. I told you, they just drain energy. They comes around with the butt and the breast. That's it, nothing to offer. A lot of men hypnotize, they want to pay. Talking about valuable crutches. Oh, yes. I'll pay $4,000. Are you mad? For what? A lot of you have made these women act like that. You'll spoil them. A bunch of fools. Like you didn't come out from a mother. I would not pay, even though sometimes they say you got your wife, you still paying because you got to take care of stuff, give her your bread, whatever. But I'd rather do that than I have a woman that's just going to come one bang and take a chunk. Take a chunk and she going to tell me she could do that. If I was a landlord, I'll be throwing people out of my house a lot, especially women. Because I know from the time they move in there, they figure that, oh yeah, they'll sleep with me and don't have to pay rent. So a lot of them, they go. Use they self to see how they can trick the landlord. Yeah. Or they come over, they want to flirt with him. Flirt with the landlord. They try to wear the shortest dress. You always find them bending in a position, the part where the landlord have to look. If you have a window where he looks every morning, that's where they always, oh, I didn't even see you there. Good morning, Mr. Thompson. Oh, yes. Oh, the rent. Oh, could you wait until Friday? During the time she asks that man to wait for this rent, she's trying everything. Oh, Mr. Thompson, come a minute. I have a problem right here. You see right here, and she's jumping right here to show Mr. Thompson. Just to see how she can eliminate paying that rent every month and turn Mr. Thompson into a fool. Sooner or later, if Mr. Thompson don't ready, she'll take him to court and own his house. Own his house. Go tell the judge, Your Honor, Mr. Thompson told me we're going to have intercourse for the rent. So I don't pay Mr. Thompson rent anymore because I pay my rent in a different way. So now Mr. Thompson want to throw me out. A lot of men get in trouble with that. You think, yeah. Put you all in problem with your wife. Now your wife get to find out you're sleeping with the tenant. And the tenant don't care because the tenant have money to pay rent. She pay her rent already and she is not moving a place. She calling the whole John public on you. Yes, me sleep with him. Every month me fi pay him the rent and he come down here and me give him the rent. How you pay him the rent? Me give him a pay him the rent here with this. Yes. A lot of them and a lot of women, that's what they do. They always use themselves. You see the flirting. They go around the tattoo place, the tattoo parlor. They don't have money for the tattoo. How you think they're gonna get it? They're gonna bang, they're gonna crush and make the guy do the tattoo. That's why sometimes the tattoo don't come out good because the guy said, man, listen, I ain't doing all of that, man. You know, she had to be a real good one for me to really take time to do this for her, man. Yeah, she a chicken head. That's what they call her, a chicken head. Taut, whatever they call them. So people, let's find ourselves. Woman, stop depriving yourself. Man, stop depriving yourself. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to be what you are not. Okay. Woman, they are queen. Powerful woman. Woman now is despicable. Despicable. When I see women these days, I look in the sky. I look up. I don't look at them because I see a bag of nastiness. A bag of poop butt. Big butt walking. Poof, 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 poof. When you look, they have the nerve to have a panty in between the tushy. And they don't care. They don't care. Gotta have pride. You gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful of the choice of picking. Not because I am a man, that every time I see a woman, that I have this lustly desire because I think I could eat her. I was watching this African woman, she, right there in Africa, she said she killed 2,000, she infested 2,500 men with full-blown AIDS. Pretty girl, real pretty. When she was selling, she put something like a linen over her head, cover her face, and she was talking about how much men she infested. Now, what do you think about a sister like that? Just going around and poisoning men. Men are going head over heels, and she's very good looking. That means a lot of men that say, yeah man, they like to show their masculinity about they are done. Anything where you want, baby. Yeah, you know, I mean, the man me of the bug, you know. Anything where you want, man. What you want? What you want? Hey, listen. We're going shopping today, man. Going to the Diamond District. Yeah, man. Love show off. Go right and buy a ring. They have it like that. All of that. For that. Knowing that is a demon in one ship's clothes. I'll kill you with AIDS. Not gonna tell you nothing. Then you have your wife and your beautiful family. And you over there in Hawaii running with that. You're tapper. You're Chris. And how long you Chris for? And right now you're about to kill your entire family. And all this lovely wife for you have home. You're gonna carry the vaccine from Jackson, Maxine, the evil demon. You're gonna carry all that wickedness at home. And your lovely wife and your lovely family. See, no, we love you so much. We're willing to do anything for you. She is the captain. We guide you. She build you. She make you. She's a woman where if you didn't know woman before, this one woman here, you can say, well, God, why? That's not one time in my life me could think about this woman doing anything bad to me. I say, yo, always me, I got you my problem with me, never have nothing. And she, yo, me the on my face. And the Empress hold me down, yo. There are years I don't know her. This is a good woman, you know, guys. Real good woman. There are days I done on my head from my foot. And this woman come around and I feel restored. There was some woman that could put some man high. Take away all them problem. I wouldn't even touch the man. If the man did weak, you just see the man just, yes, baby. Feed him up. Sometimes the man come out there, him look hunchback. Him look dry out. You see when he stay there for a week, 2 weeks. And after a while, him say, that same one say, baby, well, if you not go for your bills, come. Yo, my youth, stop that. I say, yo, come now. You go for your walk, you know. Come now, we go for your walk. And she walk with him. That in an instant the man put on weight already. The man look good, Rasta. That people have to say, yo, hold on there. And then last week you come over here so you didn't maga down and look a certain way. Well, the girl that really a go here, you know. All your years she braid your growing long. It's like a hand have a magical thing in it. Everything when she do skin pretty, hair growing long. She go in your beard and play in your beard and plait up your beard and then you got some whoop, you find out you have some big bushy beard. Like that blessing, everything she touch about you just magnificent, man. Yeah. A real woman. I really impressed. None of them distress woman. A stress man. We provoke man. Provoke man with stress. Just do some wicked thing to man. Show them a woman. And play with man in some wicked little vulture way. And think it's play. You can't play with a man's health. You can't play with a man's health. You kid. Headache and heartache and heart attack and diabetic and pressure and them things there. You tell me you love them and how you love them and create all them things there. You don't know a man is like a bull, you know, a man is like a monster, you know. So when that man just get mad, yo, man I want serious thing, you know. Man. That man lose himself, Virgin. That man just becomes like a mad beast. Mad beast. Yeah. Sometimes a man gets so upset, you know. Get rich, you know. He gets so upset like when somebody do something to him, like it's 0 to 100, he kill himself. So the wise woman never be a problem to the man. She don't be like a rusty door hinge at the door where always squeaking. Any man will have a woman and she always squeaking. You know, and if you try to get oil and put in the squeak and the squeak is not stopping, you have to just take out the hinge, man. Change the hinge. A hinge has like a squeak and make noise. So it's a parable. If you is a man and you live with a woman and you notice, that woman always causing squeaks. That door. Make everybody know when you're coming in, make everybody know when you're going out. Gotta do something with this door. Gotta change the handle, you know? Change it, you know? Put some fresh one. And if when you put it, you notice, it still give you some problem, like, yo, change the door. Change the hinge by the door, then. New hinge. So sometimes, certain man have to let them go. And certain woman have to let on go. Leave that clubs alone, boy. Okay? Sometimes, Virgin, I just drain at them. Boy, leave me things alone. Shy bars. Zephaniah, leave my bag. What do you want the ab will to do? You're gonna do abs? What do you want the will for? The will, the ab will, why you want it? Boxing gloves? Why look a boy not easy. Me have like a corner when I put my boxing gloves. I put my ab will. The man, anytime the man get up, the man is the boxing gloves the man go for. The ab will him go for. Me have the same band when me a pull. What does that thing take the band and start pull? Everything we are messing with, that he will come to take that and mess with that. I don't really give him a tough time. I make him doing things, cause you know, you see how using these things and he want to know about it, he want to use it. And I will not stop him, but it's a guy where, boy, you have to keep an eye on him, because he's just serious, definitely. So yes, my people, black man and black woman, know yourself. Respect each other. And the love, don't lust and say you love. You cannot lust span flesh and say you love. You love the flesh. Love the daggery. You don't love. You lust. Don't get it twisted. That is two different things. Black woman, put your crown on your head. Stop, take off your clothes. Stop wear your clothes. Short. You're creating problem. When I say, y'all don't like when men look at y'all guys and say nasty things to y'all. Y'all don't like when men approach y'all and being disrespectful. Y'all don't like when men and whites, but y'all like it. Because you wear the little dress so the man could walk behind you and follow you. You want the man to be in your ears telling you nastiness about your butt. You want to hear how sexy you are. Yes. You want to hear what this man is thinking and what he wants to do to you. You want to hear that because why? If you put on these dresses and this type of dress codes and you walk down the block and there are 15 to 20 to 10 guys on that lane and not one of these guys say something to you, I guarantee you, you go upstairs and you find another outfit and you put it on and you say, let me pass here again. Let me see, I got to catch somebody's attention. Y'all women be looking for man attention so bad. Even when y'all have your husbands, your boyfriends, your gigolo, whatever y'all be walking with, y'all know y'all are not satisfied. Y'all want to always have spare tire. I don't know if y'all do because where you always have to have two spare because the type of driving you're doing and the type of places you're going, it requires to have two spare tire because you don't know when you're gonna get a puncture. Well, listen guys, stop running the derby, the dirt derby, the man derby them. The woman that run man like it's a them a derby. You know, then you know in the derby, the dirt derby, how you have them cars going jumping over car just racing around. A lot of women come like some man derby. I got derby. Okay, people, so them just a derby around the place and one man can't satisfy them. They have to derby around the community and make do a ass drag in the community. They have to make put them tire mark. Yes, for everybody to know them are man derby. I was going to say the derby, but that's what they want to do. So they want to show the pedigree. All nasty, deceitful vomit where they want to come out. Who not bathed in a 2 months, 90 days, 2 week, stink. Turn out to clean up. But as summer coming, everybody just know they want to show the tail feather. They don't care if they have the alligator skin or whatever crocodile dandy with them have. They just know summer is coming in and they want to show the world the tail feather. And some of the man them were playing the peacock. Want to play like the male peacock. Even when they don't see no pretty feather and this female peacock, he still want to go around and play you want to come around. You don't see there's no pretty color there. It vanishes, gone. You should leave that peacock alone. One more time the peacock always show the beauty of her feathers. Or she could just and dazzle a man. Naturally. But this woman, they don't want to do that. They want to take off their clothes to dazzle man. They want to show them breasts. It hot when they come out. When they finish, they stand up in some type of position to make one of the butt cheeks drop. Okay? They wants to bend down. You know you don't have panty under you. You throw down things to bend down so people could look right into your hole. Yeah, it's a well. You know, you need construction work. You need filling. Yeah. So cut out the nastiness because a lot of your guys, y'all are not that healthy. Y'all are very sick. Very, very sick with various diseases. And no one better than none. But if you have a disease like AIDS, HIV, gonorrhea, one of these things, pack yourself in a corner, go to your doctor. And if it's AIDS you have, then definitely leave people alone. You should be branded because you're still coming around to see how much people you could deguide and trick. Some of you are taking this new tablet where I see they're advertising that y'all take it and then it doesn't say that y'all guys are HIV. So you could take one of that and tell somebody, let's go to the hospital to check to see. You could take the 20-minute HIV test, and if you go take it, it will not sure because you pop one of them pill there, and that it will make it undetectable. So it's a bunch of tricks. Some of them go out in the night time. They don't go out in the day. They stay home all day long because they have the legends on them. They have it under the skin, in their faces, under the skin. You could see it's a black mark, like a bird mark, but it's not a bird mark. It's right under the skin, right like a legion, like a leash, like something is sucking, like a parasite, sucking your skin. And you get burned with hot oil sometime. Your skin don't right, but they leave this black mark on top of your skin. So that's the legions that they have. Okay, some of them have it like look sores and some is not sores, it's just dark marks. Some of them the face get right here. All the head face get real black like my turban. Black, lips get pink, hair get like coolie type looking. Lips real pink, lose mad weight, lips pink. Some of them always have fraud around their mouth. Some like look like white skull, but it's not white skull. It's the ears where it causing a fraudy thing around their mouth. See, we know them. So now you see them not here to discriminate, but a lot of them sick, and some of them come out and they try to see who could they kill. They know they are dying. They know they got to go bye. They know they are dying. They are dying. They don't have much time, but before they go, they want to see how many they could take with them. So they go influence you. Come on, they will pay to drink. They will buy drinks to you. They'll make you feel welcome, knowing that they got something to give you and you don't know. I had a friend that died. That guy used to be a seaman. I ain't gonna mention no names. When I heard this guy was dying, it surprised me what he was dying of. He was dying of AIDS. Now I know this guy for a long time. This guy has traveled all around the world. He was a seaman. I know him have children. He used to live with a woman, and when he go overseas, this woman now has a man. Now we all cheat. I'm not saying he was a goody two shoes. He's a seaman. He's sleeping with this one. He love woman. Of course, there's some man that are freaks. And if you're selling, I used to be working on a cruise ship. I have traveled all over the world. I have met all type of women. French woman, British woman, Dutch woman, Indian woman, Chinese woman, Japanese woman, Swiss woman, Hawaiian woman, all kind of women I have met in my life. I have tasted the taste of tastes. Okay? So, thank God that I didn't end up like a lot of guys that had the taste of tastes and end up dying out like flowers. So, of course, thank God that I'm here. I can manifest that I am here, and I am speaking of experience that people I know that used to do the same type of work like me, that they was not so lucky like me, end up getting some bad woman and get sick. So this one friend of mine died like probably 2-3 years ago. He died. He was a seaman, had lots of girls, and then after he came, he met his baby moms. He had a beautiful son with her, but they couldn't get along. So he started go back again working on the cruise ship, and he would bring money and bring stuff, travel a lot. And last time I saw him, he told me he moving in a place called East 21st Street, and he invited me to come to his house. I never really went. I was living there for years. I have passed and see them down there, but I know also it's an area that has a lot of young girls, and these girls are girls that is on drugs. These girls are girls that one time, they from the hood, they live a fast lifestyle, the early life, and end up on shit street. So, excuse my language. So now they end up on Pope Street now. They just as crackers. And yeah, everybody knows that some of them, they still got the little shape and the little figure. And they want the money to smoke the drugs, and they want to get lifted, they want to get high. So I heard that this brother used to deal with them. And he used to deal with them raw. Now, sometimes when you're addicted to the flesh, you believe you're unstoppable. Don't matter what, even though they told you, the person can say, oh, send me on the AIDS, You say, well, so what that have to do with me? Yeah, come on, man. You're just telling me that to frighten me. A lot of stupid man, the woman is telling you, hey, I'm sick, bro. Me not gonna do that to you. Me not gonna make you know say I'm sick, and me not gonna sleep with you. I say, what you talking about? You sleep. You're sick. You think man I idiot? That's what he's saying. You think I'm a fool? Actually, you don't want to give me none, you're telling me that. Man, take off your clothes, yeah, man. Woman say, listen, guy, I told you I'm sick, man. You gonna still try this with me? I told you, I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you from my heart, I'm sick. Boy, you're sick what? Take Take off your clothes. Boom, boom, boom. Now you end up, you burn now. You burn because you don't want to hear. A lot of men is like this. And when the sisters are telling, there's sisters that are telling the truth, man. There's sisters that letting brothers know, listen, bro. It happened to me already. I used to sell my oils on East 21st Street, right? At Church Avenue. Long time. I've been selling them from in the 90s. And this girl used to always wear a lot of African, different type of clothes. Always still like a real queen, bro. I used to see her all the time. She has a son. And I used to see her every morning taking her son to the daycare, keeping herself good. And she was not materialistic. I started to like a lot of things about her. And I get to start liking her. She would come and buy charcoals from me, frankincense and myrrh from me. She would buy a lot of stuff from me. You know, patronizing me. As the days go by, me and her talking, and we getting closer and closer. I mean, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, a year and change. I know her, 2 years I know her, and we still under. So one day I let her know, I'm like, yo, man, I really do like you. I would like to keep with you, be your man, and I don't see you with no man, And she like, yeah, I like you too. I've been like you. I've been like you, but I'm gonna be a real person. Let me tell you something. My baby father, that's in prison right now, gave me AIDS. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, and I'm gonna let you know. She said, bro, I've been married to my son's father. This guy got locked up, went to prison. I waited for him. Okay, he did I think 10 years, but in good behavior, I think he come out a little early. And I waited for him. I never cheated all the time. My son, when he went there, my son didn't even born yet. Okay, I waited for him. I never cheated on him. I denied everybody that was coming around me that was trying to get into me. No, I went through a lot of stuff by myself because I was so much to my son's father. And she said when he came home, she been waiting for, I think he did 10 years, whatever. She said she been waiting 10 years, she didn't have no intercourse with nobody. So she saved herself for him. Money came home. Money knew what he was doing in prison. Money knew he was a booty washer. He was a booty washer in prison. He knows that he came home, knew that he was messing with men and men would slip on him in prison. He came home, he had AIDS. He knew he had AIDS. He never tell the girl nothing. He slept with her, gave her AIDS, okay, and then went back to prison. Went back to prison to live the life that he was living in there. So he just came to burn her because he didn't even spend 6 months out. He was back in the ASAP, like his whole life was in the air. So it was nothing for him to leave outside. He did what he needed to go back in here. So sister was trying to say, bro, if I had met you a little earlier, you would be my husband, bro. And the girl told me that tears run on my eye because I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe it. And that's one time in my life again that just made me to be more precautious about how I'm approaching people, bro. That made me more precautious how I'm approaching. And this sister, if this sister was a bad soul, she could have tricked me. I wouldn't be here right now because I don't see the sister anymore. I don't know what's wrong. But I've not seen the sister for years. This sister could have died already. But I'm saying, what if the sister was wicked? What if the sister was a bad soul? What if the sister was a wicked sister that just said, okay, some man burned me. Oh yeah, I'm going to burn you too. I wouldn't be here. Stop that, Zephaniah. Don't do that, Alvan. Stay in one corner. So guys, be mindful of the things. Be mindful. There's signals all over the place. So I had to respect that sister when she told me that. And I looked at her. I don't be in denial because when I look at the sister didn't look. Sometimes sickness doesn't look on people, bro. If you're looking to see sickness on people, you ain't going to find it, bro. Because it's not everybody that's sick looks sick. There are people that's major sick about dying. There was a lady, that lady, they told her that she had 6 weeks to live. And during the time they told that lady she had 6 weeks to leave, I saw that lady like 3-4 times in the place where I was staying at because she was my landlord family. And I would come and see her there. And when they told me the lady died, in the following week that I saw the lady, I said, oh, this lady died, how she died? And they said that her organs. She didn't have no organs. Like her organs was deteriorating. I said her organs, but if your organs deteriorating, you can't eat. You had no organs. How that happened? But these people come from Haiti, so they say somebody did some science thing to her, and was eating her organs. And I don't know. That's what they were saying. But the lady died after the doctor gave her 6 weeks, and she died like in the fourth week. Like she went into the hospital and never came back. And it was weird to me. God, I don't know how somebody could live without organs. You need your organs, like your intestines and stuff like that to eat. And hers was already gone. So I don't know how. But that was some spiritual warfare. But what I'm going to say to you guys is be mindful out here that your guys who don't know how to say to take the answer no, you'll always feel someone lying to you. A lot of you by the person, girl, the girl might say, listen, boy, I got such and such. You might, hey, you might think that the girl is saying this because she doesn't want to sleep with you all, and that's something that she's using, and you might want to hold on and take, and then that's that's rape, but you killing yourself because she's trying to protect you. Be mindful of the things that you do. I will take the questions if I have any questions, bro. Give me the questions. Appreciate all of y'all that say, boy, you master up Ivan. Hey guys, look at Ivan. You see Ivan? Ivan growing every day, bro. You see Ivan? This is the Ivan. This is Zephaniah growing like a tree. You see him? Say hi. Yeah. This is Ivan the Terrible. This is my Zephaniah. This is the boy that waits every time I'm about to make a video and tag team and make a lot of noise. He makes that's him. Yeah, that's him right here. See, he giving you the bad look now. That's him. Yeah. That's that boy. That's him here, people. That is Zephaniah, better known as Ivan the Terrible. That's him. Y'all see him? Y'all see my good-looking boy? Y'all see my sweet Zephaniah boy? You see my God-blessing boy that wants to come take over my show? Say hi to the people. Say hi. Show them. Yeah. Send a kiss to them. Nah. You're like that. Yes, my people. So give me the questions, man. Can't leave the people up there.
Love light energy. So what do you use the papers for?
The raw? Yeah, man. Herbalist, man. I use this enough thing. What you use it for? You put the herb in there. I use it to do my charcoal in my thing. It's nothing I man use paper for. But my wife also deal with the paper too, and my son. Okay? Wifey burn. She burn. My son burn about 18-year-old in there burn too. Yeah. So that's why the paper there.
Broski said it's a spiritual war.
Yeah, man, every time. And listen, guys. Remember I told y'all gotta go look out on the original cannabis. There's herb, there's marijuana, and there's cannabis. And so far, cannabis and myrrh. You can get the oil of the cannabis. And that thing they call myrrh. And olive, virgin olive oil. The combination bring a very highly powerful potent of oil that you can rub on the body. Yeah, man. We just unfolding things, you know. This morning I was listening to the Greek mythology, and all of them come from the same thing. We got the talking about the same Adam and Eve. We have the Zeus. We have all this thing, but all of these things is tradition of different people that holds at a different era of time, with relating to practically the same story. You know, it's the one original story that been washed down and come down from the Greeks to the Europeans, to the Aztecs and all. And everybody has them culture. Everybody has at least something. But there are many gods, I have said, but there is one almighty original king. And it is a fact. If y'all want to worship Zeus as your God, y'all can go and go do it. See? Yeah. And as we told you already, The gods has intertwined them seeds with the seeds of man and make powerful men. Yes, sir. Boy, stop your noise. Let me get the question.
Marshall, Michaels, he said peace and he said hi to the baby.
Bless, and give thanks. Thank you for sending a request for Zephaniah. Zephaniah is a good boy. Sometimes in just life it just try to run me thing. You see the sound I make about it? Me lock shot boss out the door. Shot boss want come in, can't come in. Make a song about him. You heard my songs right on YouTube. What you think about it? This is not nothing I wrote right off the head, boom, bang, and put it out. I ain't sit on and sing it for 2 days, 3 days, an hour, half an hour. Just right there and then. No music, no instruments, nothing. Just post it out. More questions?
Emmanuel said good afternoon, all peace and blessings.
Bless up Emmanuel. That's my brother's name. And that's one of the names of your shower. The Christ. What they call it, the Christ is your shower. His name is Emmanuel. It's a blessed name. Means God is with us. It doesn't mean that you are God. It means God is with us. It's a memory on that name. So you have a powerful name, bro. May God bless you. Thank you. Thank you all of you guys for supporting me, man, and watching my lives and liking and sharing and commenting. Yes. What else?
Sire said, what is the way of the righteousness?
What is the way of the righteousness? For one, man shall know himself. See, when you start taming yourself, you see when you start not eating of the deceitful foods, you see when you're not going where they're going, when you're not sitting where they're sitting, when you don't indulge in their ways, in the places where they go, in the things that they do, when you don't breathe upon the lifestyle that how they breathe upon and live upon, when you checkmate yourself and uphold yourself on a righteous level, on a scale that you watch what you do, you forbid the good, you forbid the wrong and do the good, you forbid the good, the wrong and do the good. You see, when you could be an example unto a child, that you could guide a young boy or a young girl, when you could show them and acknowledge them on the right things, feed them the right food that will nourish them, that is on the righteous path. The hands of your, the work of your hands, God be of righteousness. When you could save lives, when you could feed the poor, clothe the needy, do good, preach good, talk good, breathe good, live good, eat clean, stay clean, put in yourself. Concern about other people's feelings instead of just yours. Do not violate people. Do not do things to people that you don't like people to do to you. This is obeying the code. This is obeying the code. That means you are on the judgment table. So whatever, do not judge no one wrongfully, because you yourself is on the judgment plate. You don't want no one judging you wrongfully. So these are the conditions. Whatever you're going to do, put yourself in the order of it being done to you. See if you like it first. Whatever you want to do to John, Harry, Luke, Matthew, whoever you want to do to whoever, just put yourself in that predicament first. Do it to yourself. See how it feels. See how would you like it before you do it to another. Like I said, it's easy for somebody to say kill. It's easy for somebody to hit you first. But when it's daytime to get hit, they're shilling, they're scared, no. You see? Any more questions? Huh?
Storm Royale said, why is Dr. CV method not being applied to people that have been diagnosed?
Okay, good question. Very good question. And I'm going to explain that to you. Now, I love Dr. Sebi. Love that brother. A lot of things the brother brings forth is accurate. Majority of the things he brings forth is accurate. There's one thing. Sometimes a doctor, majority of times, cannot heal himself. He needs another doctor to heal him. So, I'm going to explain something to you. There are certain things that Dr. Sebi has created and has made that is 100% accurate. But there's a small misunderstanding there. For there are certain things that could work for certain individuals that cannot work for another individual. There are certain fruits that an individual could take in and digest, whereas there's another person that cannot digest, not take in that. Some of Dr. Majority of Dr. Sebi medicine is very accurate, but it's not everybody that could obtain nor the capacity of the body dealing with the methods of Dr. Sebi. So sometimes somebody could eat rice, the next person cannot eat rice. Sometimes the next person could eat potatoes, but they cannot eat flour. They can't eat dumplings. You don't say we are all human beings, but there's certain things in all of us that is a slight different. Sometimes the penicillin that you may use to treat or to control or to eradicate a rash will not work for another person that will take this penicillin, and this penicillin will make this rash worse instead of being better. Some people could obtain garlic, and some people can doesn't have the ability to deal with garlic because of its antibiotic powers and ability. The body is too weak to maintain that antibiotic from the garlic, but they probably could deal with a different type of antibiotic. So, like I said, like aloes, Dr. Sebi said that aloes is no good. I would not say aloes is not good. I would say aloes is aesthetic, and it's not to take in a whole lot like how you would take something that is not aesthetic. Since it's aesthetic means too much of it is not good. But it also has there are different ways to take things. You could take it internally or you could take it on the outskirts. So taking aloes, majority of people that has a high level of acidic things that they've been taking and already have problems within them could not really mess with aloes. It will cause them worse. Like some people cannot drink sea moss. It will cause a problem to them because their body has certain minerals already that is too much of the same thing that the sea moss is bringing, and them and the sea moss doesn't agree. So again, medicines that might heal 1,000 people might not heal 500 people. It's not to say the medicine is no good. It's just because there's 500 people are different, and you have to deal a different method to deal with them. So you take aloes example. I was speaking about aloes. You take aloes, and I have known aloes to do a lot of medicine in the aloes. I know aloes is a plant that you could use for women after they have children to clean them out as a detox for afterbirth. So it will be aloes, it will be sour orange, it will be castor oil, it will be egg white, and you beat that up. I don't know if you know what a sour orange. Yes, oranges that is made. It's not a sweet orange. It's like a big size lime, but it's real sour. Okay, they make them like that. It's sour orange. It look like orange, but they're sour. So you gotta squeeze that. You need something they call castor oil that does make the belly run and remove cold out of the navel circular. You need castor oil. You need the aloes because the aloes you're gonna turn it into a lock where you're gonna blend it in with the egg white, the castor oil, and the sour orange and the aloe vera, and you're gonna blend that. That is a high medicine for women to clean the navel circular. That's for women for the afterbirth to clean, bring down the rest of the afterbirth, clean the womb out. These are ancient medicine that most people don't even know about it. We know aloes if you get burned. We know if you have even herpes and you have a breakout with you could use the aloes to rub on the breakout if it's in your face, wherever you're breaking out by your mouth, by your leg, under your arm, wherever you're breaking out, you could use the aloes to rub on that breakout. We know also if you get burned, the aloes, you could put it on the burn. It could cool down the burn. If, like I said, a rash, you have a bad rash, you could use the aloes. We know for the hair, you get aloes and hibiscus and okra, and that's a shampoo right there. So all these things has its method. It has it good and it bad. One, you gotta know there's some people, like I said, they are high in something. The blood count could be a different blood count. They could the whole DNA thing is different. The whole body magnet is all different. So that person you gotta go. The people that cannot eat beans, the people that can eat beans, the people that will eat beans and they will have the runs. I cannot eat chickpeas. If I eat chickpeas, it's once a blue. If I plan eating a bunch of chickpeas, I reach in. But chickpeas is a very nice piece. Now and then I will cook it. But for me to eat cheese,
Chickpeas.
chickpeas, like how I see people do, no. Some people roast chickpeas. It has a purpose. So it's just about people's body ability. People's body ability. Look at carrots. I cannot have carrot. Carrot will make my belly hurt. I drink any form of carrot, boy. That's bad for me. I don't mess with carrot. But give me beets. I will drink beets. Now you can take the same carrots and put beets in. I could drink it, and nothing will happen. See, so the body has a capacity, different body, different things. It's not everything that good for you is good for everybody. So a lot of things Dr. CB says do make a lot of sense. There are people that have different levels of magnesium and stuff in them, and they cannot deal with certain plants or certain garlic or certain other type of plants that is rich in certain antibiotics or certain stuff like that. The body cannot deal with that. That's too much for the body to break down. Okay, and that's why. So not because Dr. Sebi said owls are no good, everybody believes owls is no good because owls been around and owls has done a whole lot of good. Until today, we have a corporation that's making billions of owls. Like I said, owls have been treated for rashes, for herpes, bumps and breakouts, and for the dry scalp, hair. Aloes is good for surgery after you get cut. You can use the aloes on the part where you get cut. So aloes has its benefits. So I will not take aloes completely out of the equation. There's the next thing called ratchet. It looks like aloes. The aloes is from the cactus family. And aloes is of the cactus family. They're all from the cactus family and they're all good. Give me any more questions.
Storm Royale said, I don't believe God would create these things.
What, aloe?
Yeah.
God created these things. What?
Wait.
Huh?
They said, my question, that was the question about Dr. CB.
Mm-hmm.
They also said, what's proven to heal from these diseases?
What? Come, I didn't hear what you said.
He said, was proven to heal from these diseases. And then also I have looked into the disease and the organs. These were created by a scientist to target certain populations.
Yes, that's true. But again, let's watch anciently. Now look at here. If I tell you you could find cannabis in the Bible was written. We're not even going on the original Bible. We're watching the one King James edit from 1611. It's a long time. Cannabis is in there, myrrh in there, frankincense is in there, rosemary in there. There are books that's older. Let's go for the Maccabees. Not even the Maccabees. Let's go for the Torah. The Torah is part of the Bible. The Jewish people hold it hard for thousands of years. They got it. They got it. They're not letting it go. So in there has a lot of other herbal bushes and stuff like that. The thing that we gotta watch is like, scientists is out here playing God and creating a lot of things like we watch in China. Mangoes now that we know in the islands with big seeds in it. The Chinaman make it and has no seed and he using an ice cream scoop to scoop the mango he's cutting. There's no seed yet. Man, God has gave man this type of knowledge to create and invent and to do his nonsense. Okay, but there are certain things like I just said to you. No scientist create no cactus and put it in the desert. The desert was there way before civilizations, and the only one plant that actually really grew in there was the families of the cactus. No scientist man will not waste no time to make no cactus because it doesn't benefit him. A scientist only create things that will benefit their technology, not mankind. So he ain't gonna waste his time to create no cactus all over the dry land, Texas, anywhere that you go that's dry in the desert, South Arabia, everywhere with cactus. You will find cactus is a plant that you find anywhere that's dry. Anywhere that's deserted like this. No scientist ain't creating no cactus plant. None of that. All of these things got family. Okay, now you could tell the family. Just watch how the world is created. We got serpents, we got snakes, there's sea snakes. Long time I told people about mermaids, and nobody never believed. But now all of a sudden they're finding mermaids. Why they're popping up all of a sudden so often? Why are they finding them so much? People they never believe in that. Oh, it's a myth, it's a myth, it's a myth, it's a myth. But mermaids appear. Remember when that squid popped up? When I was a little boy, I read about these giant squids, and they was coming in storybooks as myths until they find one of them washed up. So you're gonna tell me the scientists make this one? Yeah, we know scientists make things and they try to mimic things, but the original things that science cannot really make. Now you're gonna tell me, look at this. We got watermelons. When I was a young boy, I knew papayas, watermelons, and cantaloupe. Okay, and now they have, and I never see a yellow watermelon, I never see a pink watermelon. I know watermelon come red. Now, I can't find a watermelon with big black seeds in it, but I can find a whole bunch of pink watermelons and yellow watermelons and white watermelons, and these are all what science make. Okay? But where science get it from, they have to catch it from the original. So, Arnold's been there for a very long time, and that ain't got nothing to do with no science. Scientists didn't make no Arnold's. These come from the cactus plant. The cactus has a big family. There's no way no science man make no Arnold's, because back in the days when I was a young boy and there were people that was using Arnold's for medicine, and the doctor was telling you don't use Arnold's, and a lot of people Arnold's saved their life. Children, like I said, that born with that had bad rashes, and the mother that born out of nasty relationships where the mother has an STD or whatever it is and passed on to the child. It was these ancient things like single Bible, where aloes, they call it single Bible. These things was used all in the islands in Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana, Grenada as a word medicine, ancient medicine. These old folks, which is my great-grandmother and all of them, use all these things to create medicine and do a lot of good out of these things. They never say it was not good. I grew up and see my mother using it as medicine and helping a whole lot of people. These people came back and said thank you. So we gotta watch. Now you're eating carrots. You eat carrots? I don't know, but they say carrots been around a long time. But they say carrots is not God-made, it's man-made. Hybrid. Broccoli. Have broccoli been around a long time? These are the hybrid things. There was no such thing as broccoli. Broccoli is something man-made. Yeah, because I'm telling you, you can't go back and show me broccoli from in the time of Christ. No. All them big yellow potatoes you see that look yellow, American potatoes they got, these are all hybrid. We don't know, these are not official. But when you don't know the difference between what was original and what is not, yeah, when you can't tell the difference of what original and what is not, it's a problem. Because right now people, they're making limes, lemons, all these different type of stuff, mangoes. Oh, remember, they gotta make artificial and fake of everything that you're using to confuse you. Well, look at our ripe bananas now. Now People get to hate bananas right now because they don't taste good. They're always black, you know. They're always black confused. Now you don't know what you're eating. You don't know what these children that growing right now doesn't even really know what a banana look like. Because we that know what it look like know it's not looking like what it used to. So now it's growing from the lab and we see them growing a lot of places, but they're designing them. Technology. So I'm being 56. Arlo's been around a very long time. I haven't seen they do a lot of work with things. The key thing is not you can't pick one thing out of the next. Now I know scientists making a lot of mass product stuff to kill us. Yes, that's true. I'm not gonna say no. But there are things, bro, like that's there
You can use it with your discretion.
you could use it, yeah. Use it because it does work, bro. And I prove it to you anytime you get a rash, if you ever do get a rash, itchy or fungus or whatever, get a piece of aloes and rub it on it. Rub it on it and see. Rub it on your skin and see what it do to your skin. The only thing I don't like about aloes is a guy will come out under your arm if you deal with it too much. That's why you cannot deal with it too much. Because it will give you a bad underarms odor. It will come out under your arms. Tell you when I do aloes for my navel circular, I do aloes probably for 4 or 5 days and that's it. And that's another years again before I do that. I don't constantly how I see people eating aloes that I don't do that. Because you gotta use this your description. You know it's Hasidic and we know what Hasidic is. Certain things you cannot put too much of it in your body. If you deal with it on a small capacity where you're using it, intertwine it to create a medicine. But when you don't have the knowledge of it and you're like people want to eat it and say, oh, it takes down your pressure and you're eating that gel like that, you're creating problems to yourself. Lots of problems to yourself. All right. More questions? So yes, my friend, you do right. Scientists has created a lot of things, and it's for we to identify them because they're trying to mimic the things of God. But I have seen people that's older than Dr. Sebi, bro, that use the aloes, and in the content, in the way how they use the aloes, it's not by telling people to eat it like how they tell people to eat aloes, like how people want to eat garlic. I see this guy eat a whole lot of garlic. I feel sorry for him. Because garlic do fight against the enamel in your mouth. It do cracks the enamel. It oppresses the enamel. So you cannot really take in garlic like how you want to eat garlic like you did 4 apples. You can't do that. And there are people that's eating it like that. And when they get damaged, what you going to see? Everything has a portion to it. Has a more. Give me the rest of the questions, bro. Almost 2 hours, man. So I hope we have understanding, my brother, overstanding with each other that we are here to build. And like I said, Dr. Sebi is a great brother, man. I respect that brother a whole lot, man. This is a very great brother. Oh, what that brother talking about, oppressing the lungs and all is 100% right. The influenza family and all of that is one family. Yeah, that's true. And mucus is one of our problems. Yes, all of that's 100%. Dr. Sebi was a God bless man. That's why they killed him, man. That's you know. But like I said, a doctor's majority times, Dr. Sebi had to go overseas for him to get healed, for him to able to be on the path that he was on. You see, the knowledge is something that is universal. You could be here, but sometimes you have to travel to get the full input of your true purpose. And Dr. Sebi unfold himself. He didn't go to no university. He didn't study no medical place. These was all from the herbs, understanding the herbs. And from the time you understand the respiratory system, you're great. Yeah, go ahead.
Um, Sean Harris said facts. Constantly evolving. Put up the fire emoji.
That's right, bro. Constantly growing up, climbing up the Jacob's ladder.
Sean Harris also said thank you, brother.
You're welcome, my brother. I hope that you and I could have reasoned and you could have overseen that sometimes, like I said, you're a doctor, but you cannot heal yourself. You need another doctor, another bush doctor. You might know what to do, but sometimes because the sickness, you know of the sickness, but sometimes you just need another doctor to prescribe for you, bro. And that's why together we studied by it before. So, of course, Dr. Sebi was a great man. I love this brother. Um, this brother was blessed. But just like him and like a lot of other brothers, there's certain things I look to because I have worked with aloe vera for a long time. And I have seen the results of aloe vera. And that's why I would not take aloe vera and put it in a closet. Alright, guys. Yeah.
Um, Charlie, I and I,
Yeah.
Charlie Box and I, he said interesting, um, said interesting, and he, oh, that's it.
I appreciate you, Charlie, my brother. As long as you understand me, do not forget to share the video. You'll love the live. Keep sending your comments to me. Let's contact. Let's stay contacting each other, like talking, and drop these comments to me. I will go look up to them. You'll have any questions, send it up to me. I think I'm the only one person in 2022 is doing 2 hour live. You know, some people say that people don't have time for it. It's too long. Nobody don't want to get into that. Yeah, but if you're seeking for the truth and if you're seeking for knowledge and wisdom and understanding, if you feel like, you want to hear certain things, look, I started listening to, looking up a lot of stuff, bro. Look, this month I was watching this thing about Zeus and
On the
Zeus children
History
on the
Channel.
History Channel and this the Greek mythology, and the way, and I've seen and seen the Greek and all of them is coming from one generation to a next generation of people, a story that people passing down and all of that. And above from all of that, it still come down with the supreme God, the supreme creator, above all these creators, all these gods, all these mingling with man's seed, giving them power, giving them ability, the God's favor. This is a whole long thing, a never-ending story. But what is great about this whole thing is we got a chance to live right on planet Earth and to actually go through this mud and to actually see for ourselves how man and man is so unjust to each other and how man treat man. And we could see the pattern because you know what, guys? History always repeats itself. History keep on repeating itself. So I don't care the gods, the time of the gods. The time of the gods is the time of today. The time of today is the time of the gods. It's the same thing.
Nothing is new.
Nothing is new. So how you talk about the Olympics, you talking about Zeus, you talking about this one, we still talking about the Most High. The Most High is the Most High. Where's Zeus? Where is Zeus? I see all his neck, all the way he was in Europe, his neck fall long, broke his statue, piece of hair, Atlantis fall. What? The Incas, the Mayas, where are they? They build pyramids, they do so much. They tell us what was going on. Where are the Incas and the Mayas? Is they dead? Is they gone? They are here. Zeus people are here. All the people that ever been on earth are still here. The dinosaurs are still here. You just cannot see them.
In another form.
They're in another form. They're transformed. It's not their time now. It's a new breed of people because everything got to manifest. There's nothing new. There's no new thing. Cyclops is still there. Evolution is there. It's still growing. You looking for it. It's right in your face. You just cannot see it because what you're looking for, you just don't have the sight for it. Everything is right here, bro. Nothing new under the sun and moon and stars. And that's why all these things gonna rise. You saw that squid popped up with the tentacles as long like a minibus or a school bus. Now you're surprised. Now these mermaids you'll never believe in, they're popping up, fishermen are catching them. What, it's not people dressing costumes no more? Oh, they're real right now. You'll believe now, right? So, okay, keep the non-believers. That is non-believers going to be believers. Because now when the things are revealing upon the face of the earth, because the seals are popping, they're cracking, and the things that God tells you your eyes will see and you ain't going to believe, that's what's happening. We got more to come. The BlackStar told you all. I told you all about the hoo-ha-ha. There's more to come. More different strings. More problems. Yo, remember the BlackStar told you, you see that guy that taking upon himself to go in the train station and do all of that shooting and stuff?
They caught him.
They caught him, right? But that ain't nothing. You gonna see worse than that. What did that on campus? There was a guy just shooting people left, right, and center. Wherever he was in Midtown, or wherever he was in some motel, wherever he was just shooting people, just looking for targets, bro. We ain't seen nothing yet, bro. It's gonna be dreadful. You think that is anything? This is samples to what to come, bro. You gonna see people burning, falling off the building. Right in the city, people gonna be catching themselves on fire and jumping with bed sheets. You gonna see all type of stuff. You ain't seen none yet. There's more diseases to come. There's more plagues to come. There's more hoo-ha to come. There's a whole lot of stuff to come. Man, brace yourself. Saga continue. Alright, let me get the rest of the question. This ain't nothing, bro. We have much more. You don't think you're hollering? Well, let's start hollering yet.
So brother said Ivan.
Ivan, yeah man, just like my little son. Remember that God bless you know. But true, I know how him stay the side of him. That's that same side of me, that Ivan side. I recognize that I love my son. But I'm not letting Ivan overpower me. Zephaniah is my son, not Ivan. Ivan can't control me. He could be Ivan the terrible and the enemies there, not and the family. And I will train him to control that Ivan. That when Ivan really come out, Ivan really come out. Yes, Ivan is a serious guy. I love Ivan. But I love Zephaniah more. Zephaniah is my boy. Okay. More questions?
Wingate World Unlimited.
Yes, sir.
Diamond emoji.
Thank you. And as we proceed to give the people them what they want, remember the summer is coming, guys. Do not forget your training. If you wanna, if not your training, your teachings, if you wanna learn, increase. You all see what I am doing. I want to prove something. I like to prove things. Now, guys, there is charismatics, where everybody know. And in charismatics, there's flexibility. That's great. There's athletic in it, being athletic. All that is part in charismatics. But they also have the techniques. Everybody's blessed. When I was a young boy, I used to backflip and flip out, doing how much I flip. The fin them push me off the building and all of these things. I stopped doing all of these things. Many times I want to go back to do it, but I say, no, God, what if I slip and hurt myself? I don't have no coverage, so I don't. These are things been there, done that. But what sticks with me right now, the old age, is the art. So one of the things I want to do, guys, I've never done that before. I want to get one of them red bricks that they build the houses with, the buildings with. And one of these days, I want to see if my technique, the short fish here, like right here, from this to this, from this, like this, from this, from this. I want one of these days get this red brick. I've never done it, never in my life done it. But just as my young brothers is so energetic and athletic, I got my eyes on you all. You're great, nice. I love that. That's new. But experience comes with great wisdom. And since I have got experience, you should know I have great wisdom. So since you could flip twice, hey, that's beautiful core. That's a beautiful move. I give it to you. I even love the video because that was great. That was impressive, my brother. That's what I'm talking about, being creative. I love that. So since you give me that, since you put that there out there, how you and my friend did it, y'all did it spectacular. I love it. I love to see that. How the two of y'all came by and showed the charismatics and the advance with the flip. That's real nice. But my creation is to see. Never have done it. I will show you that knowledge bring wisdom, great wisdom. So I will get this brick where they build a house. I'm going to show it live. Gonna get this brick, put it in here like this. Get something to hold it here. Hold it here. Bring my fist right in front of it. And punch it and break it. I'm going to do it. When I do it, you always see it. So we're going to see. We're going to learn. We're going to see which is more better. The knowledge to improve, to bring the wisdom. The knowledge bring the wisdom, right? Or wisdom bring knowledge, knowledge bring wisdom. So let's see if that is better than what you bring. Because wisdom is great. Peace and blessings. I have more questions. So this is my next thing. We're gonna get this little red brick and red. Has to just like the Chinaman get the brick right there and he put it right there and he's gonna put his fist right here and he's gonna I'm attempting to do that. And we're gonna see if the BlackStar got what it takes. I have never done it. I don't know if I could do it, but I'm gonna give it a try. And if I do it and I done it, oh God, we gonna know. Oh be tough. Oh be tough. This right here. We gonna see what the BlackStar fist is like. I don't know when I gotta find a red brick. And I gotta find how will I put something to hold it. I need to clamp it to hold it. Need something that when I put it there and I hit it, it will break. I need something like a clamp. I don't know. I see the China guys using, but these guys are professional. They've been breaking bricks a long time. Never break a brick in my life. Never did. So, this is going to be my first time, people. First time I'm going to attempt to break this red brick of this. And it's not this I'm doing. Right here like this. Right here. Right here. I'm breaking. That's what I want to do. This is my next test. So, I don't know what day I'm going to do that, guys. But when you see the BlackStar do it, guys, hey. All praise to the Lord. So I appreciate y'all guys. I gotta go. It's 2 hours, guys. I didn't want to stay 2 hours with y'all guys, but y'all so nice to me. Love talking to y'all. See y'all the next time. I appreciate y'all donations. Everything is in the description box. Y'all see here. Check the new channel out. Check my
New channel.
my merch out and the Teesprings. Check my merch out. And if you're the one the merch in the Teesprings, you're gonna get your hoodies and shirts from me right here. Somebody was asking for a hoodie. I had a sister asking for a hoodie. She said if she wanted one of these. I had 2 people asking for these shirts. People ask for things and they don't continue going. I have Frank. Frank said he wanted to support me, no matter what it is. How many different juices I have? I said I had 62 different flavors. Frank said he wanted a shirt, and I've been trying to reach out to Frank. Frank is not picking up. Or who else? I had a whole lot of people was asking for a lot of stuff, and when I reach out to y'all to let y'all know, nobody say nothing. Mr. Moise, I don't know if you're watching. Big respect to you. I wanted to know when you wanted me to ship out your stuff, and I was waiting for you to get in contact with me. You never did. Last time I spoke with you, you told me that you was on your way to home, and then I heard you spoke with a wife, and you told me you was gonna call me back. I had a live. You did come on a live, but I never heard nothing from you again. Yesterday I noticed, or day before, you sent a text, and I had asked if you had a chance. I needed you to do me a favor because my computer is like crazy. Which is the GoFundMe. I wanted you to help to establish it in my different stuff. Please give me a call if you get a chance, or let me know what's going on. Again, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Smith, more love. Appreciate you from what, Maryland? Appreciate you, Mr. Smith, or down south.
I don't remember.
Appreciate you, man. All the people that supported me, man. I give thanks. I'm out. One love. Luis, I give thanks to you, man. Let me know when you want to re-up on your Life in the Bottle. Let me know when you want to re-up more on your B-Balling or on your CMOS. Just let me know. All right, guys. Salute. I'm out.